fuck? Oh, fuck. Well, that's not gonna work. Quit hitting in the speakers. There. Alright. Stop the shoe shit. Hi everyone, and welcome to TWF Friday Night Smackdown. I, Corey Graves, Al Delingdarian here, and Wade Barrett. And today on Friday Night Smackdown, we have a good show here today. As you can see, some things were shifted around, Corey Graves says. So where there once was dolls here, you don't see them over there. We're going to do Friday Night Smackdown. And we don't know where Ashley Williams got himself off to. But unlike Wade Barrett, unlike Aiden English, we do know that he's somewhere in that book stand, over there, Al Delingdarian says. Oh, first you made a mistake and said that I went missing. Or I was missing in work, Wade Barrett said. Thanks a lot, Al Delingdarian. From Disney's The Aldelings of Persish Land, now known as Iranish land. Wade Barrett said, thanks for saying I went missing. Hey, it was a mistake. I'm sorry about it. It was a mistake. Forgive me. Well, you do know that this new seat we got doesn't really hold the ring up that well. And you still have to have a bin, so the shooter can still see the ring. So at the end of the day, that hasn't shifted at all. And we still have to have a ring on top of a bin. But I do know someone that we, lost, but we also, seek back, was the TWF heavyweight and world heavyweight fighter, Cody Rhodes. Alright, Cody Rhodes said, shit, still can't stand up. That's still a bind to the state that we're still in. Now it seems to be even worse now, since of the new seat that we now have the bin in the wrestling ring on. But that's not the grounds of it. You see, I was lost again, and here I am again. And I was going to give one man, a match here today on Friday Night Smackdown, since I was buried underneath sundry other dolls, some wrestlers, some fighters, some not. But if he isn't, somehow buried underneath sundry wrestlers or dolls, shit. Then I like to have Tai Chi come out here. And I like to wrestle Tai Chi here today on Friday Night Smackdown. Well, here comes Tai Chi now, who just kind of, gets in the ring, but more like falls into the ring. Well, Cody Rhodes, we find that we truly meet now. I wanted to have a match with you before, and then no one knew you were at. So fighting Seth Rollins and John Cena was enough. And then I had a match with E-Box yesterday on Impact or Hit. And we don't know where E-Box or Vendrix is at. So I might not have to deal with him. Well, I am aware that happened, you know. And I do know that happened. And I'm sorry, it seems to be one of the binds that the Toy Wrestling Gathering has gone through. And it's 30, soon to be 31 years of it, and 31 years already, Cody Rhodes says. But the way I look at it is that I'm going to put the TWF heavyweight and world heavyweight winnings on stake here today on Friday Night Smackdown. So, shit! You know, shut up. So I want to know if you want to take me on that match or not. Well, let me think about that, Tai Chi says. And the answer would be, yes, I do. Well, here comes Astronema now, or Corona now. So, Cody Rhodes, it seems to me that we now know where you're at now, and you're not missing in work. Which make the unlikeness between missing and missing at work? Well, missing means you're gone. But I guess missing at work means that you're gone, and there isn't any grounds for you to be gone. I mean, I know they say it in a time of war, when you have folks who, when you got fighters from one land fighting fighters from another land, and then either everyone, because either they were wounded or they were slain, so you do have their bodies, so you know something. So even if they were wounded, they're still alive, so you have them. And even if they were slain in war, at least you have their bodies, so you know that you have a head reckoning. And then missing in work means when you got someone who A, was not wounded, B, was not slain and wounded or slain in war, and they're nowhere. You don't know where they're at. You don't know what happened to them. You don't know if they got wounded or were slain. You don't know what happened to them. And still this day there are still folks in other lands that other fighters that rest keepers we still don't know about. And Aiden English seems to have gone missing, but I guess missing in work would be most likely his thing. So at least Cody Rhodes, you went missing, but we seat you again. Unlike Aiden English, he's still missing, and even after the shift around of getting more room in his bedroom or not, he's never going to show up again. But that's not the grounds of it. This grounds here today is that we're going to have Cody Rhodes fight Tai Chi for the TWF Heavyweight and World Heavyweight winnings here today on Friday Night Smackdown. Anything you need to say about that? Any feedback, thoughts? Well, my elderling, my daughter, I think you said everything that needs to be said. I don't know why we started going off track with the missing and the missing in work. And yes, Aiden English is still missing. We still don't know where that doll went. So, but luckily we seeked other folks. So if we need them, we can. And Ashley J. Williams seems to have gone missing. But he's most likely buried underneath other dolls. Some wrestlers, some fighters, some not. So, let's do the match now. Cody Rhodes and Tai Chi for the TWF Heavyweight and World Heavyweight winnings now. Well, we just heard from Astronema. Corey Graves says that we are going to have, Cody Rhodes fight Tai Chi, for the for the TWF Heavyweight and World Heavyweight winnings And sorry for all that coughing. Sorry for the shit, but that's what happens when dolls get knocked over and folks fall down. That you don't want them to fall down, but wakefulness is against you. Corey Graves says, here's the fight keeper now. You think he's going to stand up in this ring this time, Aldeling Darian says? Or do you think he's going to fall down? What I think, Corey and Darian, I think he's going to fall down because I think he's still going against the law of wakefulness, this fight keeper is. So I don't think a shift of seats going to make a big unlikeness, Wade Barrett says. This is for the TWF heavyweight and world heavyweight winnings. First, he's Tai Chi from Disney's Marvel Tai Chi. And he is the TWF heavyweight and world heavyweight fighter. You know, the Vinlander Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. Tai Chi, knocking down Cody Rhodes with that staff or that stick, Corey Graves says. And yesterday on Impact or a Hit, Tai Chi was fighting either Evox or Vendrix. He's buried somewhere underneath sundry other dolls. So Corey Graves said good luck on him showing his ugly leer around these slights. Corey Graves says, well, I don't think that's going to happen. You said, Aldeling Darian said, I'm a fellow Disney self, just like Tai Chi is. I'm Middle Eastern, and he's Far Eastern. And Corey Graves right now is going to get beat up by that staff or that stick he has. We're both followers of the 401 Bonds of Good. Yeah, only I think Cody Rhodes is going to get the upper hand on Tai Chi, if I'm saying that Eastlandish borrowed name right or not, Wade Barrett says. And at the end of the day, Corey Graves just took down Tai Chi, and by doing so, the fight keeper gave up the ghost and fell down, Wade Barrett says. And here comes the Cody Cutter. The Cody Cutter on Tai Chi, Corey Graves says. Round Street. Round Street. From Cody Rhodes to Tai Chi. And no, I'm not talking about Round Street, Young or High from Deke Sailor Moon. I'm talking about the Cody Rhodes hold. The Round Street. That Round Street, Wade Barrett says. 1, 2. That Round Street, Corey Graves says. 1, 2, 3. Ding, ding, ding. Here is your winner. And still the TWF heavyweight and world heavyweight fighter, Cody, the Vinlander Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. So, what do you think about that match? Corey Graves says. What do I think about it? Here's what I think about it, Wade Barrett says. I think it's a good show. I truly like it, I thought that Tai Chi and Cody Rhodes had a good match, Wade Barrett said. Even though don't really like Cody Rhodes or Tai Chi that well, I still onlook them for what they do as a skilled fighter or a skilled wrestler or a overstar, Wade Barrett says. Call them what you want to call them. Aldeling Darian said. Skilled wrestler, skilled fighter, overstar, sports sleazeman, whatever you want to call them. But it was one hell of a wrestling match. One hell of a wrestling fight. I know that folks say you only call it a fight in skilled boxing or skilled fighting, but you can call it a fight in skilled wrestling too, Aldeling Darian says. And I think that Tai Chi and Cody Rhodes both had a great match, a great fight. I think it was a good match too, Corey Graves says. I think Cody Rhodes and Tai Chi had a wonderful wrestling match, a wonderful wrestling fight. That's what I believe. Call it sports glee, call it skilled wrestling, whatever you want to call it. Whatever you want to call what wrestlers, fighters, or do. But at the end of the day, I do think that we had a good one. Take it away now to Mike Lane. Thank you, Corey Graves. I'm going to be talking with Cody Rhodes here today on Friday Night Smackdown. Alright, Cody Rhodes. You went missing before, but now we seat you now. Yeah, I believe so. I believe, Mike Lane, that is what happened. You know, I was supposed to have had that match before, but then I got buried underneath sundriest dolls, sundriest dolls. Some wrestlers, some fighters, some not. But anyway, Tai Chi, he's a good wrestler, a good fighter, an overstar wrestler, an overstar fighter, whatever you want to call us. You know, call it sports glee, call it skilled wrestling. But I still think we had a good wrestling match, or a good wrestling fight. You know, Tai Chi, he has a... Hello, Mom. No, I just had a snack, but I didn't eat lunch yet, no.
Alright, well, I'm coming home. You just want to go to the thrift store and go to Subway.
Alright. I'll do that.
Okay, Scott up?
No, not yet. I'll have to wake him up, though.
Okay, tell him to get ready, because I'm coming home.
Alright. Well, that was my talk with Cody Rhodes. Back to you, Corey Graves. Well, thank you, Mike Lane, for talking with Cody Rhodes here today on Friday Night Smackdown. And that's all the time we got it for Friday Night Smackdown. I, Corey Graves, Aldeling Darian, Wade Barrett. We hope you like Friday Night Smackdown, and we'll see you tomorrow for Rampage or Ram.